What's up, guys? So I lived on the Crystal Isles map for a very long time, and here are my best base locations where I lasted the longest. This first one is in the lower right part of the map. I was here for a very long time. I was always a small tribe of just a couple people, not super active. The locations I'm going to show you guys are for small groups, people that have a life and can't guard the base 24/7. The only reason we got found in this spot was someone heard the teleporter going off. We ended up putting a teleporter down, and that crazy whooshy sound that it lets off can be heard from a very far away point. I'm sure if someone builds a smaller base here and keeps it simple, it will last a very long time. I was in this spot for about 8 months. As you can see, it's kind of surrounded by this enormous underwater hedge rock that's got this sort of like bridge connected to it. And then you can't get to it from here either. As you can see, it's completely blocked off right here. Here it is, tucked away behind this giant rock. Nice little area right here up against the border. People will only be able to come in from either this side or this side. A single person might be able to squeeze through a couple of these little gaps somewhere around here, but for a full-on assault, they will come in from either the left or the right side. This place is very well hidden, and I have never seen it on any YouTube video. This will be the first time that this has been on YouTube at all. It's one of my personal locations. I found it myself. And I guarantee you, if you keep it simple and keep it small, you will last a very long time here. You will have to build off of this rock. It won't let you snap on the sand below, but all you have to do is extend it out from the one you snapped, and you'll be good. You can even build standalone turret towers like so. Just so you guys can get a better view. I'm going to swim out here, show you guys where it's at exactly. Raiders are not going to check down here. They're going to check the popular rat holes and the popular little underwater caves that are all over the YouTube videos. Like I said, the only reason they found us is I ended up snapping a teleporter down here and they heard the teleporter go off. Bad timing. Even then, we were down here for a very long time. Just me and 2-3 other people. Now, this next little spot actually lasted a whole year, believe it or not, before someone accidentally stumbled upon it. I honestly think if my turrets wouldn't have been on high and wouldn't have killed that player, no one would have ever found this place to this day. So it's up to you if you want to keep it a hidden little base or if you actually want to make it a formal regular base and actually defend it with some turrets. It's going to be in these giant trees. What most people don't know is that you can actually put a cliff platform up in this tree. This spot that I showed you just now would probably be the most optimal spot to place the cliff platform. As you can see, you can't really see it from above, or from the sides, or from below. If you use the pillar trick, you can sink the foundations. This is just a quick little design I'm showing you guys, but you can place vaults down here, have whatever you guys want to have up here. I highly recommend, if you're going to put turrets down, that you do the shandies. I would do one above and below, at least 3 towers as well. Otherwise, people will try to tech rifle the cliff plat, or they'll try to tech rifle the generator, or probably use a space dolphin. Basically, just build it smart. Now, obviously, this looks like crap. I'm just giving you guys a little example. You can also place turrets on the tree branch right below the cliff plat to prevent people from climbing up and C4ing the bottom of the cliff plat. I'm gonna give you guys another little view. The trees, the tree leaves completely hide that entire platform. This next spot is in the snow area. Same scenario with this one. We got greedy and started building it too big. Keep in mind, the bigger the base, the more noticeable it's going to be, as well as the harder it's going to be to defend it. Which, if you're just a 3 or 4 man tribe that plays only a couple hours a day, it's going to be very difficult. If you keep this base simple and small and tucked away, it'll last a long time. People do like to scout the snow area though, so I suggest, if you're going to log off, to kill yourself and don't keep any dinos out. If you follow those rules and keep it small and simple, you'll last a very long time in this spot. As you can see, it's covered by trees. It's very hard to see from out here. You can actually place some cliff plats here if you want to use the cliff plat to build small turret towers on it. I always suggest having 3 or 4 separate generators, all powering different turrets, just to make it harder to raid. Just a quick little example here on what you could do just to give you a small idea. Obviously the positioning is terrible. I'm just doing this to give you guys a quick little idea. You know, something like that. However, if you are going this route, I suggest putting the cliff plat as close to the back as possible, so that way people can't beer run in here and get behind all your stuff back in this corner. Takes some playing around. You might want a tech suit, unless you're really good on a toppy or a PT. You can build on this little ledge right here as well. Maybe slap up some turrets here. Kind of like a beer run protection turret tower here. Now just gonna go out here and show you guys one more time how well tucked away it is and hidden. Scouters are just gonna fly through here with their parasaurs, and if they don't pick anything up, they're not gonna think anything of it. You could spam this cliff area here if you want to try and defend it if it comes to that. If they do attack, they'll most likely come in from this side. But as you can see, it's a good defense point as well. This spot here was definitely one of my favorites. This spot actually never got found. We just ended up moving from here. I don't think I've seen this spot on any YouTube videos either, but I could be wrong. This one's also underwater, which underwater bases aren't hard at all to keep up now with GenTube and Element being so easy to get there as well, just transferring it over. If you keep a Jenny on a low setting, it lasts a very long time with very little Element. As you can see, this little hole is tucked away down here, and you can actually build a pretty decent size base down here. The only reason I didn't really like this spot was it was hard to place a transmitter down here without it shooting the beam of light through the top or through the bottom. But if you do decide to move into this spot, I suggest playing with the transmitter a little bit on single player God mode and seeing where you could position it so it doesn't shoot up through the top or through the bottom, because that damn transmitter light is a dead giveaway that someone's down here. Just to give you guys another look at how well hidden this is, this black backdrop is definitely helping hide this tiny little hole. It kind of looks like there's nothing there. You could probably even raise the level of the vacuum compartments to be level with that tiny little inlet on the edge over there. Going in here, it just definitely doesn't look like it drops down into a little cavern like that. I'm gonna boot up this generator real quick so you guys can see how much space is actually down here. It doesn't look like it's a lot of space, but it's actually a really good amount of space. While I'm waiting for this element to expire, I'm gonna give you guys a good outside look again. It's just very easy to pass by it, just very well hidden. Now let's put some element in the generator. As you can see, vacuum compartments are a lot bigger than they look, especially if you use your space wisely. Use jump pads to get to and from different floors, different levels, to save on having to build stairs and whatnot. This spot is very, very good. It did gain some popularity. It ended up on this one video that got quite a bit of views, but as far as I know, that's the only video it's ever been shown on. It's a very good spot. Also one of my personal favorites. I was in this spot for about 6 months until someone spotted my tribe mate coming up to the surface on a shadow main. Obviously that was a dead giveaway that someone was down here. They watched us, waited for us to go offline, and the base got offlined. But if you're careful and don't do stupid things like that, you will last a very long time in this spot as well. Down at the bottom, now it doesn't look very big, but let me show you guys what you guys can do with this little spot. You can actually place a transmitter right here, and the light won't show either from the bottom or the top, which is really nice. I suggest slapping the first one down somewhere around here. I was able to fit quite a bit of vacuum compartments down here when I had a base here. A nice little trick I'm going to show you guys here is with the generator. If you can't get it to snap anywhere, as you can see, it doesn't want to snap anywhere you try to place it. So what you can do is place it on a hatch frame. Sometimes they're a little tricky to snap. Nice cozy hidden underwater base. Underwater bases just minimize the possibility of someone finding you. Not a lot of scouters go underwater unless they're well built up and have absolutely nothing better to do. The amount of energy it takes to scout underwater is just insane. I give props to people that do that. I definitely do not have the time to go around and scout an entire server underwater. Obviously, I recommend putting a moon pool here at the end. It will be kind of annoying to get to the transmitter, but at least there's a possibility of having a transmitter down here. As for the turrets, just to give you guys a quick little idea, this is how the base is hidden underneath the cliff. Let me turn off the generator range so people don't get confused with that. As you can see, it's very well hidden down here. People have to be swimming pretty low to spot the compartments. To make them less noticeable, you can actually freeze the walls and you won't see that blue from the walls. This next one is more of a stash spot, I would say. Unless you're just a one man, I guess you could main something like this, if you built it correctly. So these bubbles you see here are normally full of water. However, there is a handful around this mountain that are completely empty on the inside. They are hollow bubbles. And you can build inside of them, giving you kind of like a camouflage effect around you. As you can see, you can't see any of the foundations or anything in here from the outside. That would be a huge benefit to you, so people can't tech rifle any of your structures, any of your generators. They'd be completely blind, whereas you on the inside will still be able to see them. So like normally there's water and stuff in these bubbles, but if you swim around, you can actually find empty ones. Like these ones here are also empty, I believe. Just to give you guys a little idea. You could probably even do little triangle platforms here. I doubt you could fit a cliff plat, but okay, well that's poking out of the bubble, so that's not gonna work, but there you go, you guys get the idea. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, these are my personal base spots. I've actually lived on Crystal Isles for years. I lived in these spots for a very long time. Enjoy.